So, hello everyone and welcome back to another episode here on the Hermitcraft server. We are over in the place where we're going to be building our passive mob farm, and I've just finished editing the beginning of the video, did a crazy time lapse, and unfortunately my footage for the replay mod didn't quite save properly, and Crushed Pixel was kind enough to fix the file for me, which was a really nice thing of him to do, and so I was able to save the time lapse, which is really cool. And yeah, so you saw in that what really didn't need too much explanation. We covered everything in water like we've done in the spawn chunks, and then we dug away all of the dirt on this island. My plan was originally to dig away all of the stone too, but it took me like an hour and a half to dig out all of this, and I went through a couple of shovels and we filled up a whole bunch of chests. So I know it's not terribly exciting, but we filled up all of these and these and these ones and these ones and these ones as well, and also this thing full of junk and this chest right here. And let's plop those in there. There we go. So got tons and tons of blocks, which is cool, and we need to start getting rid of all this stone, which is what I'm going to do. I'm also going to be doing a live stream very soon, so I'm hoping to get a lot of progress done in that live stream. But we do have the beacon with haste, so we can make use of our efficiency pick. And down here there's loads of animals hanging out in the water. You see, now they're going to spawn around the edges here and just wander into the water. But also we're in 1.8, so there's still that bug where animals and mobs just get caught in water. Anyway, I wanted to investigate this because while I was digging away all of the dirt here, a couple of day and night cycles passed by, so it means all of this has turned to dirt. Now I'm going to do a little bit of an experiment in the live stream that I'm doing, because as well as digging away that stone, I also want to get rid of some of the other spawning spaces. But I was wondering, is the grass able to spread to some of these dirt blocks that are underwater? Because it doesn't look like they are. So here's where the grass starts. I need to come into this area and hoe all of this and sort it out, but it doesn't look like any of it's spread out there at all. It might spread and then turn back relatively quickly depending on where it is, but I don't think it spreads. I don't think it spreads to dirt and water on top of it, which makes our life a lot easier, because I kind of pictured it like, you know, in the daytime it starts spreading back, but judging from this little bit here, it wouldn't appear to do so. On the way over here, I thought I also saw another little grass block somewhere that we could check on. Oh, there we are, we're standing on it. Yeah, that hasn't spread anywhere as well, and that can go. Yeah, so we're removing all of the grass over there again, so that the only place they can spawn is over in this area. And as you can see, got a ton more work to do before we can start building this farm. And I've already done a ton of work. If you're wondering what that thing over is, that thing over there is, it is. Said that a bit strange, didn't I? It's a nether portal. For some reason, the one that I built over here decided not to synchronize, and it decided to create a new one over there, which makes sense because the roof is on top of the nether. So before it put itself up there, and now it's created that. So I've got to go get rid of that at some point. And also we've got a little bit of this island on the other side of the world border, which I don't think is going to affect anything. I think that's going to be a place where mobs are unable to spawn, but I don't know 100%, just guessing. So yeah, that's kind of like where we're up to with the island, and I'll bring you up to speed on when we've done some more. Well, I just logged into a very rude welcome in. There were loads of burning zombies next to me. That's right, when I logged out there were loads of mobs everywhere, which has been pretty crazy on this island because loads and loads of them have been spawning on here. So you can see we've made some progress. We did a live stream. Looks like we've got some ghost blocks left over here, and we got a little bit to talk about. We're going to be doing some demolishing. I was going to say demolishing in, and I realised that's not the right word. And unfortunately we're going to have to slaughter these animals as well. You can see loads of them around the grass patches at the end, and that's because they spawn there and then they wander off into the water and they get stuck. Hello, don't run away. And oh, we found a really cute pig around here as well. We were going to call it Ruben, as we discussed in the live stream, and then I realised that name tagging animals and leaving in this area made no sense because we're building a passive mob farm. And judging on the last couple of episodes, it seems like a lot of you have no idea what I'm doing. There's also a lot of new people coming over to the channel. Whoa, from Scrap Mechanic. Take that, you. And you probably want to know what's going on here on Hermitcraft. So some of the animals have wandered through into the nether as well. I thought I'd show you that. Let's go back through and let me explain. So you may have seen that we were removing all of the grass in the spawn chunks. Aha! It has created another portal up the top here. That's not good. I need to get it to synchronize with the one over there, which doesn't appear to be happening at the moment. Do I have any ender pearls? I do. One of the things we did in the live stream is pop around to these little bits under here and turn all of the grass into dirt. So the reason we're getting rid of the grass in the spawn chunks, or that's what we were doing, is to stop passive animals spawning there, like pigs and stuff. Now if there's also none of those animals in those spawn chunks, it means they're more likely to spawn elsewhere. Don't blow up. Which actually wouldn't really be a problem because we don't really care too much about this bit here. So we're encouraging them to spawn where there is grass. So picture it now, the spawn chunks have no grass in and the game's trying to spawn animals. When we're in this area, the only place they can spawn is on this little island on the grass patches. So eventually what we'll end up with is a farm here with tons of grass inside of it, and that's where the animals are going to spawn. And some of you have been asking why we came out here. Why didn't we just build it in the middle of the ocean? That's because of the biome type. You can see that we're on plains. I don't think animals spawn on an ocean biome. So over here you've got beach, and then somewhere over here deep ocean. I could be wrong. They could actually spawn if you put grass over here, but I didn't want to get that one wrong. So I'd rather just do it the way I know it's going to work. And some of you have also suggested building the farm in the spawn chunks. If I were to do that, I'd have to make the perimeter over there even bigger. So although it seems like I'm doing a lot of work here, this is going to be a lot less than building an even bigger perimeter of the spawn chunks as well. So there's the reasons why we're doing things that way around for those of you who, let's say, are new here and want to know about these things. So what we're going to do now though is have a little bit of fun with TNT. This might not have been the best place to have done this actually, but we'll give it a try. We did this on the live stream as well. It's a lot of fun, and there's a little bit of random mortar here. We'll get rid of that. And yeah, playing with TNT is always fun. So we're going to grab ourselves the flint and steel. We're going to go through here with the TNT and plop them down. About 3 blocks apart works really well, and you get a nice good old chain reaction. But I don't think I picked the best or most useful location for this TNT to be its most effective. As you can see here, it's not going to do too much, but we can sort of see it set off a chain reaction. Bam. Next one goes off. Oh, did that horse over there take damage? Something took damage. Oh, it's a rabbit jumping around. Yeah, so it didn't make the biggest difference. And to be fair, I don't think this is going to be much quicker or even better than using my pick, because we've got instant mine over here. And this is another question I get asked about a lot. What's on your pick? We have efficiency 5 and unbreaking 3, and that with haste 2 from the beacon allows you to instant mine certain types of blocks. So yeah, with lots of new people coming over, I had tons of questions about this stuff. I know a lot of you watching are like, we know that X, we know that. Okay, this looks like a solid bit to go through. So oh, maybe not, because there's a cave down here. We're going to go in a straight line and try it again. And set off loads of TNT. So I was sort of half saying that this probably isn't the most effective method, but it's also really fun, is what you got to remember. And it's good to have fun when you're doing some grindy stuff like this. So explosions are always welcome, in my opinion, and trying to count 3 each time can be a little bit tricky. When I'm standing on the edge, if I'm pointing, like, let's hold down shift. Right, so that angle right there is good for me, except I've also got to jump over the TNT. So let's make all of this go away. And I need to eat some bread so I can sprint again. Brilliant. Like that. So this is hopefully going to be a little bit faster now that we've cleared that all out. And we can hop on top of this. Hold down shift. Aim to where we're out by 3. And then we just keep the angle the same. Hold down shift. That's the technique. Like that. There we go. Just hold down shift when you're on top of the TNT. And you'll be placing it exactly 3 apart. Very good. There's always little things you can do like that to make life a little bit easier in this game. So we're going to set that off and we'll watch this one from up top. Except we'll mostly be listening, won't we? Can't see any of the particles. Oh, there we go. Bam! Going all the way through. So it's definitely fun to do this, but I probably could have instant mined all of those blocks a lot quicker. And there you go. So that's what I'm going to be doing, blowing up some more of this island. And once we've got a fair bit more of this cleared out, I think what we're going to do is get rid of the water and make sure that all of this has been turned into grass. And we're going to call it Chocolate Island 2.0 because a lot of you have been saying that spawn chunks look like this, and over here we are actually going to have an island that is made mostly out of dirt blocks. So anyway, yeah, let's make some progress here and I'll come back with you in a minute. So the only progress I've made is putting down all of this TNT, but this branches off in several different places, as you can see, and we're going to set this off and have fun with it. Chances are, though, we're probably just going to be listening to a load of explosions because it's all relatively deep down. I thought I just heard a hiss as well, a hiss of a creeper, but maybe not. Anyway, let's get ready to chase this thing a little bit because it's going to go off in all sorts of directions. Right, here we go. Gotta love some explosions. Oh, there we go, left and right, all the way to the end, exploding all over the place. Awesome. Down there as well. And all the way down to this end. Excellent, there we go. So the thing has really been chewed up. And it's going to make, getting rid of all of this with a pick a little bit easier. But mainly that was just a lot of fun. Alright, we are getting there. You can see that we are getting there. Look at this. Last little bit right here. Come on, let's blitz through it. Bam, there we go. And that's it. The entire area has been flattened. That took a fair amount of time. Also, earlier I think I mentioned in this video we were going to rename one of the mobs. Of course, if you rename them, they don't count to the mob cap, and that includes the passive mob cap as well. So this little fella right here is going to be called Ruben, and all of the other inhabitants have disappeared, unfortunately. I know it's a little bit mean, and a couple of them actually spawned back in again. I've seen some rabbits, and there was a horse a while ago. I think there's a rabbit over there somewhere. So even with these small patches, you see they occasionally spawn in, which is pretty cool. So at this point now, I'm going to chuck all of this in here, and then we're going to hop up to the top, very top of that, and remove the water, and then we're going to go down and make sure that it's all ready to be turned into the Chocolate Island. Did I mention it? I can't remember if I talked about this in the video, but the Chocolate Island name that was suggested is a reference to Etho's very old Let's Play series, like his first world I think it might have been, or maybe the second one, where he just decided to turn an island into nothing but dirt and called it Chocolate Island. There's probably a reason why he did that, I can't remember it, but that's why we're calling this Chocolate Island 2.0, since some of you have been suggesting that. So we're going to head up there next. I'm just wondering, do I need anything else, because I'm rushing off a little bit here. Ender pearls, the hoe, we've got food, that's probably about it. You can hear some zombies underneath the ground. And I filled in a lot of the caves as well, with the exception of that one over there. Yeah, I'm going to double check and see if we need anything else before we head over there. Oh yeah, ender pearls, we'll take those. Okay, I've been taking out the last few bits of grass, and I do believe this is like one of the overhangs that I forgot to visit during the live stream. Aha, one out here. There's always little bits like that you have to look out for. And I do believe this is the last of it. I've gone round several times now, missed a few patches here and there, some of them are quite tricky to find, and that should, in theory, be it. What's this over here? Aha, another one. Little bits of water like that where they don't quite make it down. That's where you find these odd bits of grass. So yeah, all we've got to do now is remove the water at the top, and then I'm going to race around looking to see what happens here. But I think this will look a lot more interesting from a different perspective, of course. So let's hop over to my camera account. Okay, here we go, removing the water. And we'll take back our half slab as well. And I can see it on the other screen here. It's actually really slow. Didn't we do this before? Haven't we learnt this lesson already, that we tried to record it all falling off and it turned out to be really slow? So now I've just got to keep my eyes peeled really and look out for any grass. And it'll probably be a case of, if you give it a few minutes, the grass will start to spread, and that's how you'll notice it, because it gets into all the little nooks and crannies, doesn't it? There we go. So hopping down here, you can still see me. That's good. Oh, look, found some more grass over here. Got 4 blocks there, what we managed to remove. I think one of them, actually. One of them over here we got on the way up, but we didn't spot the other ones. So, good stuff. It's remaining chocolatey at the moment. I can see more grass over here, perhaps. I see something on the second camera. Actually, I think it's just a little bit of stone on the side of the hill. Okay, so all looking good. Did I just see another bit of grass? No. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be alright. And there it is. Chocolate. You call it Chocolate Mountain, I think. More than Chocolate Island. And we've got the other 2 to go as well. So, yeah, I'm going to keep running around here. And then we'll move on to doing the other ones. So, I had a little fly around with the camera account. Don't see anything spreading over there, which is good. And also this island and the other one look good to go as well. So, we're almost done here. And my plans for this episode was actually to get all of what you're seeing right now done in that beginning time lapse. And I am notorious for doing this. If you're new here on the channel, I know some of you recently are, and you're tuning in to watch Hermitcraft, I always set myself up for massive projects and then kind of realise they're way bigger than I think they are. Like the spawn chunks. I mean, there was a good example, and that was just something that's going to help with this part. And once again, I thought we'd getting all of this done, no problem for that opening time lapse, and then we'd go ahead and build the farm, but it hasn't been so. And we've got to name tag this little guy over here, Ruben. I've got to look up how to spell his name correctly, because when we were playing Minecraft Story Mode on a live stream, Ruben died. The way he died was hilarious, though, because it was all sad and moving, and then all of a sudden he just went and turned into pork chops, and it made me laugh. And then we were all saying, you know, rest in peace, Ruben, and I tweeted it out, and I spelt it wrong. Many people pointed it out, so I must go look up the name Ruben and make sure we spell it correctly. Then somewhere here on the island we'll give him a little resting home as well. But this is going to look fantastic, so let's clear the water from this one as well, make sure there's no grass, and then let's have a look from back over there. So just for an ender pearl to get back over here, and the ender pearl looked like it was going to go through the world border. I don't know if you can do that or not. A good way to test would be to throw it a short distance, I guess. Kind of looks like it went straight in there, so don't take that as a proper test. But there's grass on the other side, and I know things like mobs don't spawn on the other side of the world border. I don't know if grass spreads from it, so I'm actually going to leave it there, and that's going to be a little bit of an experiment. Has the water flown over the edges there? I don't have a water bucket, because some of the what you'd assume would be grass is dirt on that side. Who knows? I'm expecting it to grow back across, and we will, of course, as I said, I'll keep my eye on that. As for now, though, we want to check out this view, for sure. It's going to look good. I know it. Yeah, crazy view. Not often you see something quite like that, hey? But I like it. It's going to be a good backdrop for the farm that we're going to build here. So, to answer the question, yes, the grass can come back across, because it wasn't here before, was it? So it can spread from outside the world border, which means we're going to put this here temporarily. And what I'll probably do is expand the world border at some point. The only reason that we have this is near Hermit Hills, which is up north. We've got it closer to that area, so that if ever they update the game and there's new terrain and we want to go check it out and it be nearby, then we can remove the world border. But elsewhere in the world it's a lot further away because of the way we set it up, and all I've got to do is just redefine where the centre is, make it a little bit bigger, and then we can continue with that. And that's what I might just do, but only if it interferes with the farm in some way, which I'm not sure how it would at the moment. And I don't think we need to do this on the other side. I think it's all good. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's going to be just fine. So anyway, let's go check out Ruben. And funny little story, I did a search to find out how it was spelt, and I put RUBEN, and there were loads of things coming up with Ruben the Pig from Minecraft, and I was like, there you go. Scroll down a little bit further, found out his actual name has got an E in it, REUBN, and lots of other people were misspelling it like me, so there's a lesson somewhere in there, I'm sure of it. And we're going to give this guy a lead. Bam, and bring him over to a fence. Come on, Ruben, don't stay in the water forever. Also, it's night time, so we've got to move quick. You are a slow pig. There we go, give him a little tug with the lead, and now he'll come along. Alright, let's give him a little home over here, and then call it a day. Alright, there you go, Ruben. Enjoy your new home. And next episode, we'll be coming back over here and working on the farm and the island. I want to put like a nice pattern down or some sort of thing we're going to do with the surface of this and the shape. We're not going to leave it like this. We're going to make it look pretty and build an awesome farm in the middle of it, and we'll start work on that next episode. Do hope you have enjoyed it. I know it's been a little bit talkier, but I hope you can appreciate the scale of work we had to do on this one. Epic amounts of progress though, which is really good. So as always, thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.